Alright folks, the stage is set, the garage is clean, the truck's warming up, getting ready to go pick up a package. Gonna be a fun day today. Gentlemen, behold! Master junk collector at work here. I got a pre-crashed, twice smashed lathe, what fell off a previous shipping truck on a nickel and dime budget to make a project out of it. I thought I might do a VFD conversion on account of the speed control got smashed and they sold off the motor, so I didn't need those things anyway. And then at auction I got the turret and the cross slide, which they also sold off this guy. Now it's a little rougher than the pictures indicated, but we won't know till we got the plastic wrap, and you know, we can't fix it unless it's already broke, so we're off to a good start. Alright folks, you can see we didn't quite make it before the crack of night, so we got our, our Hardinge, I believe is a DSM 59. It's out in front of the house, in the driveway. I sprayed it down with WD-40 to help break up some of the crud and clean it up before it comes in. Of course, they took everything that wasn't nailed down, so the door latches are gone or broken. I got the coolant pump in a box. This one got dropped during shipping, I think I had mentioned, so this is what happened. The speed control has a solid shaft. It's not supposed to be bent like that, and it moves up and down as the internal mechanism moves to indicate what speed, and it's actually continuously variable, I believe. So yeah, so I gotta get a motor. The speed control is broken, hence my jumping at this opportunity to make a VFD operating one. However, it still has variable speed inside. There's some junk in there I didn't account for. I wasn't supposed to get anything else, and damned if they didn't scrape half the nameplates off of it. So there's that. So it's going to sit out here until I figure out how to use the lift and the jockeying with the. I got a balancer, which I should have started with the load balancer. This is low, high, stop, and forward, reverse, brake. And the way those work, I don't have a spare helping hand to throw the levers, but those levers push and flip these little cams, and these cams operate electrical switches, almost like a relay, but lever operated. So that's pretty cool. It's all electrically controlled, but no electronics, if that makes sense. It's all switches and mechanical flip switches, and I'm a little nervous because I see a lot of these wires are clean and new, which means that the guy before me either fixed it and failed or made it worse. On the other hand, the components that aren't new look pretty good. The transformer's not rusted out. The buttons and everything, nothing's smoldering. The door, of course, got smashed and bent, so it won't close. Well, of course, I hammered it halfway back into shape already. A bunch of loose fasteners and bonus nachos. That looks like an electrical schematic. I'm going to take this inside before it gets any worse, especially with me spraying WD-40. See, did I do this yet? This is my motor is supposed to mount back there. This is the variable speed system. So when you push the button on that variable speed controller, it drives a motor, drives a lead screw. It moves this deal up and down, or in and out of mesh, as it were. So I don't know, it's hard to explain or even to see, but so I guess these pulleys are conical and the belts are pinched on the sides, And so as you push this thing up or down, the belts can either fold to ride down in the middle, or they ride up further towards the edges. Now when one gets out towards the edge, the other one's moving towards the center, so you have this shifting of speeds in opposite direction. So you go from, you know, full blast low speed to high speed. That's the bottom of the coolant tank and the drain tube, which mysteriously has a downward slope to it. You'd think it would slope the other way. That just goes to this, I don't think you can see it in there, but there. It goes to this thing, and then down into the, there's an opening on the other side. So this all mechanical speed control is pretty cool, and if I wish I had the box. I wish I could find a box to replace on the top and have it all functioning that way. Option B is I take all of this out and run a VFD and run a different belt straight up to the headstock. It have to be a custom belt. Don't know about that business. Big old plate for mounting the motor, and it's adjustable somehow for some reason. I'm surprised the way they have it set up. I'm familiar with big old engine lathes that had the, this would have been a brake. Instead, this is just a foot place to keep you from fidgeting. So I got some collets. I wasn't supposed to get anything else with it. So the manuals, which I've already bought online in advance of receiving it. So now I have extras. Oh, a screw fell out. Vintage Cruft. Maybe a tool holder back there, and some mystery parts. Triclad motors. Oh, so I got all the original tags and crap that came with the machine, but they jacked all the parts. Thanks, guys. If anything had value, it was probably the tags. Oh yeah, I'm really intrepidated to find out what all these pieces are. I hope they're optional. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of cleaning out in the driveway, and then I'll, well, hose off the driveway. I can't hose off the lathe. They stole the freaking latch. I can't lock this door. It won't even stay closed. So yeah, that's you know, maybe a little bit of remorse. May have been easier if I had a damn serial number. But I knew it was a project getting into it, and of course every project turns out to be a bigger project than you thought it was, so I should have known better. They stole my collet closer, the lever operated one, you know, for high speed production, well, don't got one now, and actually something definitely broke off. So hopefully I don't have to part it out. The pictures online were in much better condition, although they specified what things they had already taken off of it. So I knew halfway what I was getting into, and then this is a little painful to look at, but we'll see what happens when I clean it up and throw some of the pieces that I do have